Our conversation continues now with Mark Halperin, political analyst. Mark, we've been talking a lot with you specifically about the Shapiro pick. Obviously, now it is Walz. So what's the reaction like in Washington that you're hearing?
Well, I just did one of my two-way sessions with a number of people from around the country, as well as people like Meghan McCain and Newt Gingrich. And I have to tell you, you may not end up thinking, if you're an American, that Tim Walz is far left, and you may not end up thinking that he's undistinguished. But that is clearly the frame that's going to be put on it. And of course, that's the exact same frame that the Republicans were already planning to put on Kamala Harris. So it may not work. People may decide it's not accurate. But from the point of view of many Republicans, they've just been given an early Christmas present from Kamala Harris. Someone who is going to be painted as liberal and unqualified is picked a running mate who the Republicans feel confident they can paint as extremely liberal and unqualified.
And how will others read how things fell apart with Pennsylvania Governor Shapiro appearing on the ticket with Harris?
He faced an unprecedented onslaught. I believe she was on track to pick him based on my reporting. But he faced an onslaught unlike I remember seeing, in part for how one-sided it was. He was the only person who was said to be under consideration who got all of this negative press coverage, all of this opposition research, his own home state senator coming out in opposition to him. And now they're going to have to explain it. He'll be a good soldier, I'm told. He'll support the ticket. He'll be at the event today. He'll try to help them win Pennsylvania. But many Democrats said she must do something to signify, maybe more than one thing, that she understands she needs to go to the center to win the general election. She passed over a guy who is a star in the party, one of the biggest stars in the party, for someone who, up until a week ago, could have walked down almost any street in America unrecognized. She passed over a guy who had the capacity to help her win the most important state on the map for a guy from a very liberal state that's no longer in play, all likely. So It's kind of mystifying. Obviously, people are going to talk about his religion. There's a great photo of Tim Walz with Benjamin Netanyahu. There's a big background. I don't know if the progressives who supported Walz in the last week know about how supportive he's been of Netanyahu and of Israel. But I think that no doubt the controversies, including the ones related to his faith, played a role in the recommendation she was given. I know that to be the fact. What she actually decided this on, I do not know.
Any similarities, though, you're seeing between when there was a woman last time at the top of the ticket, of course, Hillary Clinton, choosing Tim Kaine? I know, same first name here, but anything that you can glean from that?
Yeah. What I say about Tim Walz is he's like Tim Kaine without the charisma.
That's the thing.
Joke,
but Mark, I think you bring up something with that one line. Is many are saying she would have been upstaged by Governor Shapiro out there on the campaign trail. Do you see that?
Yeah. Well, again, I don't want to speak for the vice president because I don't know what she thought.
Sure.
But there's no doubt she's got in Tim Walz someone who will not upstage her. And there's no doubt, and there's zero doubt in my mind, that had she picked Governor Shapiro, there would have been lots of people publicly and privately saying, boy, I wish we could flip the ticket. There's no doubt. Now, did that affect her decision? I don't know. But there's no doubt that would have happened. And I doubt it will happen with this guy.